Hello and welcome to the first lecture of this new section on feature engineering in this course, Master in Artificial Intelligence. So, in this section, we'll help you learn a very important thing of how to identify and extract meaningful features from the data to become a successful artificial intelligence engineer. And I would venture to say the how good is your model depends on how good are your features. So, in the end of this lecture, we will talk about how to identify and extract meaningful features from the data, an overview, and couple of steps that can help you improve the performance of your machine learning models. So, how do you think you can identify and extract meaningful features from the data? See, as we know, is that this is an important step for improving the performance of your machine learning model. So, what are the steps that you need to take? Let's take a look at that. So, first, let's look at all the steps that is needed, and I'm giving you a quick overview. You need to start by understanding the problem in data, then perform an exploratory data analysis. What that is, we will talk to you. Then you come to the core of the feature engineering, the feature engineering itself. Then you select the feature. Then you do what is called dimensionality reduction. Then you evaluate the future importance of the remaining feature that you have. Then you iterate an experiment, integrate your domain knowledge with that, and validate and test. So that's the overall process. And in this process, what you do is from understanding the data, you kind of brainstorm and build as many features as possible. Then you select the reduce to important features, and then you experiment with them. So it's a combination of exploration and selection of the features. So let's go and take a look at each of these. So how do you think you can understand problem and data? This is a common step in all the machine learning, and why I would say machine learning models, even in life, for in all the businesses. So, to understand problem and data, you need to get a deep understanding of problem domain, what is the area of the problem, the characteristic of the data, and specific requirements of the task. So you need to understand what are you required to do, what is your area of the problem, and what is a characteristic, what is peculiar about your data that will help you design the features. Then what you need to do is understand and identify the key variable attributes or factors. Now these are the variables, attribute, factors that will influence your target variable or outcome. So in a way, you kind of starting hypothesize here. What factors, what key variables could determine your output? So you identify those based on your understanding of the problem, the data characteristics and specific requirements of the task. Having understood the problem and the data, you get into exploring the data and doing the EDA, how to do this EDA. So what you do is you conduct this you explore the distribution of the data, relationship and patterns of the data. So in this exploratory data analysis, you play with the distribution, you understand the distribution, the relationship between the data, and is there a pattern that is emerging? And you can do this by visualizing the data using things like histogram, scatter plots, heat maps, and box plots. And we have shown you in earlier models on EDA, we covered in a section by itself right in the beginning after the problem analysis. So it's a kind of a recap of what we talked about there. Having done the EDA, then you need to do the feature engineering, and that is what we will discuss in the next lecture. And here we will talk about how to engineer new features and transform existing features that you already have hypothesized in the EDA. And basically, the whole purpose is to capture meaningful information and improve model performance. And we will look at what are the techniques that you will talk about in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first feature engineering lecture in this course, Master in Artificial Intelligence. I hope you're beginning to learn new things on feature engineering, beginning to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer a question, and also download the PDF file to take a closer look at anything that is of specific interest to you.